It's funny because that's the story that a lot of people have latched onto, and I've had a lot of questions about it. But when I got onto the show, like when they gave me the call up and they said, you know, we want you, you've made it into the shortlist of being on the season of The Bachelor, I was only half invested. Like I was half excited and half of me was like, do I want to do this? What's that going to look like on TV? Because I'd never really watched The Bachelor before, and I also was very worried about how I would be portrayed. Like I didn't call them and say I wasn't going to do it, but I just didn't make my call time, completely hadn't packed a suitcase, nothing. And then I got a call from the producers that night being like, well, obviously you're not here. What happened? Are you still going to do the show? And I said, no, I'm not interested in doing it. I've changed my mind. And she said, look, if you change your mind again, we would really love you to be on the show. And she kind of said, she was like, we think that you personality-wise would be really well suited to Maddie. And that, I guess, well, I didn't know it was Maddie, but she was like, personality-wise, you'd be really well suited to The Bachelor. Yeah. And so I think I was like, no, not interested, really sorry to disappoint you, but yeah, that's me done. And she said, well, look, if you change your mind, be at the Ultima Hotel by 10 a.m. tomorrow. And I still feel dumb saying this because I know how like woo-woo it comes across, but I went to sleep that night and I hadn't packed a bag, and then I woke up at about 3 in the morning and I had this dream that like, I can't describe what the dream was because it wasn't a specific dream, but I just had this overwhelming feeling of like, you have to go on the show, like something big is gonna happen. And then, yeah, when I got there, it was old mate Maddie J, and it's all been on since. Got 2 kids and, you know, the love of my life.
Yeah.
3 children.
I don't think that that's a crazy thing to say. I really believe in that kind of stuff. That getting that feeling, like listening to your body's intuition, something's happening in you that you have to listen to. And obviously there's a reason you felt that. I don't think that's a crazy thing. I'm all about it.
I'm sure that other people have had experiences in life where they're like, you know, they've had that intuition feeling that they've done something and then it's worked out the way it was supposed to be, or they feel like kind of like the blocks of their life fell into place. I think the reason why I downplay it is because it feels silly for it to be about reality TV, especially because I was so negative about the experience. Like I was so like, ugh, as if anybody falls in love on reality TV. That's so dumb.
Fake news.
And I thought I was just gonna go on there, like have a fun experience. I didn't even tell my family I was going on the show, except for my sister, because I was like, I'll be back home in 3 weeks. They won't even know. Like they won't even know I've been gone to bother telling them that I'm gonna be there. And then 3.5 months later, I was like, crying on a carpet in Thailand, like, I love you. Yeah, so things really got out of control quick.
It escalated rapidly.
Yeah, definitely.